All right, guys. First, I want to say Happy New Year to you. It's great to be back. I know a lot of you are, for the new year, I felt like this is appropriate to get into nutrition. A lot of you are wanting to revamp your nutrition and kind of get back on track. And what better way than to use our new guide? Our guide that you used before, it was good, but we made a lot of changes to it. We've made it so that it's a lot easier to use. And if you never used it before, then this is a great opportunity to come in and use this resource. We've made some changes that are going to enable you to just use it as a tool a lot easier than you did before. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to go through this guide and read it to you. That's something that you can do yourself on your own. But what I am going to do is just kind of some of the features that we've added to it that are going to make it a little more helpful. The content is basically the same. We've just done some things that explain a little better, give you a few more examples, make it easier to go from one page to the next by using hyperlinks and things like that. So it's going to almost act like an app. It's a very good guide to use as a reference. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay, so if you go to the table of contents, this is really where you should be working off of primarily. You know, once you've read over this guide and you kind of get an overall gist of what it's about, now you're going to kind of use it as a reference. So a lot of the things in this table of contents are going to give you titles and headers of what you want to look for. So once you find it, you look for it and you say, yeah, let me see how is food now different from food 1,000 years ago. Okay, so you'll look for that title, you'll click on it, and it takes you right there. It'll take you right to where you need to go. So you can find whatever you're looking for, and then you can, if that's what you're looking for, then that's fine. You close up the document or whatever. But this is a great change. You know, it's a very simple change, but I think it makes a big difference in helping you to navigate this document. Okay, so let me show you some of the other things that we changed, some of the things that we've added. Okay, so something that we did do was add some more sample meals. You know, a lot of people ask the question like, okay, I work out at 5:30 in the morning. What should I eat? I work out at 5 o'clock in the evening. What should I eat? So previously we only had one sample. Now we have a couple. So if you go down, you'll look at it, and if you've never read this document before, once you read it, you'll understand these groups and what they mean. But also, we not only give you the groups, but we give you an example day of food that's including sometimes where we say, yeah, you want to have a protein shake. So that's the kind of stuff that's in here now. Okay, so let's scroll up. I'm going to use this table of contents to show you how to use it. Okay, so we have that in. Also, something that a lot of people do when they come and they sit down in front of me there and I talk about nutrition, their first worry and concern is that I'm going to take everything away from them. And that's just simply not the case. And what we did is within this guide, we talk about the 7 things that you need to be concerned about, okay, especially initially. Because that's one of the big things is what do I focus on first? And I tell people that we're only going to do 2 things at a time. Okay, the 7 things are going to be the things that you need to shoot for. Okay, so let me find it here. So we're going to focus on these 7 things. Okay, so say for instance you've completed your food journal and you've given it to your coach. Your coach is going to look at it and say, okay, you need to work on your water. You're not getting enough water. And I want you to also understand, all right, you weigh X amount, say 140 pounds, you need to be getting 115, 120 grams of protein. Let's see if you're getting there. No, it doesn't look like you are. So I want you to focus on your water and your protein. Okay, for the next couple of weeks. Once you get those 2 things down, now you can move on to the next 2 things. If you don't have the privilege of having one of the coaches or you haven't contacted us, then what you would do is you can now understand how to do this on your own. Okay, so now you see the 7 things that you need to kind of focus on. Take 2 of them at a time and try to gradually get yourself to eating like this guide. Okay. Last thing I'm going to show you on here, and then you guys can kind of look through this thing on your own, is the cheat sheet that we added. Now this cheat sheet is something that I would suggest you print out. Okay. Oh yeah, we also have some cheat day stuff on here. I know you guys all like cheat days, but I want you to understand them too. So this is very important. Read this section. Also, this supplement section. So this helps you to understand. We'll click here real quick. Commonly used supplements. Okay, and we not only just write supplements down, but we tell you why to use them, when to use them, and who should use them. Okay, so look over that, especially if you're having trouble, getting all the things that you need in your nutrition, and you don't really know why, and maybe it is time to introduce a supplement. And here's a nice table to give you a little explanation on what to use and how to use it. Okay, I'm just going to scroll down here. Here's where it talks about cheat meals, etc. And it actually gives an example of cheat meals. Okay. Now this page I want you to print. This is something where you can print a couple of them. Put one on your refrigerator, put one on the wall in your office or whatever, wherever you're going to see it and be able to use it. So this is just a quick cheat sheet. Just in case, you have to order something, or, you're cooking something and you're just curious as to, oh man, what carbohydrate should I choose? What protein should I choose? Or if you're in the grocery store, maybe you keep one of these in the car, you take this with you. Or maybe you have this whole thing on your phone so that when you're in the grocery store, you can flip through and you can look at what you need to be buying and what's off limits to you and what you don't need to buy. Okay, so take a look at this. It's a very good guide, very good source of information and great references. So we have some other really good things coming for 2015 as well. We've got another guide that's for dining out, and it's going to be very similar. But this one is this next guide is going to have restaurants that we've already kind of broken down the menu for you. So you know what's off limits to you. You know exactly how to order things. You know what you can put in it and what you can't put in it. It's a very usable guide, and eventually it's going to be an app, I think. You're going to like it. Hopefully I can get it to you next week or the week after. So, hey, I'm really looking forward to it. We've got some really good, cool things coming, some real cool tools, some services where we're actually going to be cooking food for you. So I know some people are busy, and these guides just aren't enough. So we're actually developing a program where we're cooking for you. Matter of fact, we have the pilot that's going to run at the end of this month, where we're going to have 10 people actually trying it out. So it's going to be exciting. It's going to be a good year, and I look forward to talking to you guys. All right, talk to you soon.